What's up guys, Brian Grant here of ContestChampion.com. Welcome to a little video that I like to call my new worst ever Alliance War. This time my Alliance 4 Loki is going up against Little Land, and I will be entering the battlefield with Gwenpool, Vision, and a Voodoo. Still running with no suicides here, that's why I'm opting to bring in Voodoo over an immunity champion like Iceman. And hoping that Voodoo can be my counter to Thorns and possibly some other enemies in here. You're going to see me enter this first fight and then back out just because I'm waiting on energy. This way I can boost up and take on my entire path once I'm 5 out of 5 energy here. And the worst part, or not, the bad war starts right here, right now, before I even get into this first fight, because I specifically waited. I waited to have all the energy that so I can boost up, and I forgot to boost up. I mean, it's not the worst mistake ever, right? But this war, man, it just was not going my way right from the start. Actually, this first fight is fine. It's just Electro, and Electro, yeah, it's possible to mess up against this guy, but I fought this guy so many times before that it's pretty easy. You take that damage, the shock back damage, whatever it's called, from his passive ability there. But aside from that, no, the fight is pretty easy. Just keep something in mind, though, guys. These next few fights, they are going to be pretty bad, like I said. But just keep in mind, as you may be talking some trash in the comments, that not everybody uploads all of their war videos. Some people stick to uploading like highlights and stuff like that. So yeah, at least have a little bit of respect that I'm willing to upload some kind of embarrassment like this for your guys' entertainment here. Alright, anyway, next fight up, and this is the Outlast node, and I'm going to be taking in Gwenpool pretty much no matter what. No matter which opponent is here on this node, I'm going to be taking in Gwenpool. She just helps cut through that, that Outlast, the extra armor and everything like that. So, really like bringing in Gwenpool. I'm thinking it might be this Spider-Man, just checking out the profile. It might be Spider-Man, but probably not. I saw Mordo in that profile too. I've seen Mordo a lot on this node lately, so I'm kind of expecting to see Mordo, especially after I look around and, I'm just checking out some of the nodes, and I see that he's on the right protector, and if his name is on the right protector, then it's gotta be his 5-star rank 4 champion. He only had one in the profile there, so, there's no way he would stick his rank 4 5-star champion here and then put like a 4-star champion on the protector. So at this point I'm not too worried. I know it's going to be a 4-star champion. I don't know who it is, but again, don't care. Just going to be going with Gwenpool. And it's Nightcrawler. Okay. Nightcrawler is typically not that bad. I just get parry stuns, but watch the way he moves. He kind of stutter steps in, and that messes up my parry timing, and I just cannot land a clean parry. He just keeps doing it, and his stutter stepping is pushing me back into the corner. And actually, I just said it in my last video that Nightcrawler usually not too bad unless I get pushed back in the corner like this. And of course, here I am trying to fight my way out of the corner, and I'm able to do it a little bit. I try to switch his stance there. He evades back, mid combo there. So I can't do that. He's awakened too, so it shouldn't take that many hits for him to switch stances, but it's always hard to do it, especially when he's got the specials going right now. He's got that extra evade chance happening, so I'm really just trying to rely on these parry stuns. I didn't realize I stunned him the extra time there, otherwise I would have kept going, kept attacking maybe 1 or 2 more times. I've got 17 hits on him, so I'm reducing his his defensive ability accuracy, and then I get hit, so yeah, there goes all of that. And I'm pretty weak at this point, stuck in the corner. I just cannot evade that heavy attack, man. The double heavy hit from Nightcrawler, it's a bit tough to evade. I mean, if you evade the first part, then the second part's easy to evade as well. But the first part, just his animation, the way he kind of crouches down and hits you with that first part there, it's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit tricky for me to dodge consistently. So yeah, end up getting destroyed by Nightcrawler there. So got to bring in Vision, and I'm already thinking that I'm gonna have to revive Gwenpool to get through some of these other nodes. But if everything goes well for me here, maybe I won't have to do that. And things are not going well. As his lunge is just so far with that little sword, man. He kind of nips me there. I take a bit of damage, blast him with the special 3, trying to control his power a little bit, but I'm also trying to stick to the special 3s if I can. I mean, it's not that easy with this node, since, you know, I do get that, you know, that power drain is coming, as it will just happen right about now. Yep, there goes all my power. He's got one hit left in him, but man, he is surviving with these evasions, and the outlast and everything. Come on, bro, I just need one more hit and I can get out of this fight. I'm starting to like panic at this point. All right, there we go. Land the hit. Everything's good. Out of this fight. Really, Nightcrawler, he's typically not that bad for me. On a stun immune node, he can be very difficult for me, but if I can get those parry stuns off, then I normally have a fine time fighting Nightcrawler. And I actually like fighting him with Gwenpool, even though there's the class disadvantage. You know, I can lower his defensive ability, accuracy a little bit, and you know, just that extra damage just from being a 5-star rank 4 helps me get through the fight just a little bit quicker. But anyway, on to the next node, and this is the unblockable special 2, and of course I will be entering this fight with Vision, and I consider healing him up, but you know, I decided to go right in, and this fight is Dormammu. Okay. I see Dormammu here a little bit. He's a little bit less common than Doctor Strange and Hood, but I definitely see Dormammu here a little bit. Typically, you know, not that bad, especially if I can get these initial power burns off, which I do. So at this point, I'm thinking that the fight is under control. But then he hits me, man. That super long reach from this guy's his light attacks. It's crazy, man. Like you know, you dodge back like the first attack, and then you think you're gonna dodge the next attacks, and yeah, he just hits you with his fingernails or whatever. I end up evading his special there, which gives me degen because of dexterity, and yeah, I am down. So at this point, I'm thinking like, man, I don't know what to do. Like the smart thing to do is to revive my Vision, because this is an unblockable special 2 node. And you know, I would probably do that in most cases, but I'm thinking, you know what, I don't get to bring in Dr. Voodoo all that much to war, and I don't know how well Dr. Voodoo does against Dormammu, and I could use some practice, so whatever, man. This war, I already know I'm gonna have to be spending some items. It's fine, man. Let me just come in here with Voodoo and see if I can do anything with Voodoo against Dormammu. So I already know I have to you know, dodge this special, which is going to trigger the degen, and that's fine. I mean, it's, you know, it hurts, but it's only a 4-star Dormammu, so I can survive it at least. But yeah, his power is just right back up there. He's going to hit me with another special 2, and this time, well, I don't evade it, and I get absolutely destroyed. R.I.P. Voodoo. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if I didn't want that little bit of extra practice, if I already knew that I wasn't gonna do well with Voodoo against Dormammu, if I knew like for a fact without you know, if I already tested it in the past, then I would have just revived Vision and whatever, just moved on, and saved Vision for the Thorns node like I originally planned. But I wanted to test him out. I already knew I was gonna be spending, so go ahead and use a potion on Vision here, and jump right back in, hoping that this time, you know, it won't be too bad. He's only got 16,000 life left. How bad could this possibly be? I just got to get one clean parry off. There we go. Get the clean parry, get the power burn, and alright, the fight has to be under control at this point, right? There's no way I could possibly get wrecked right now, is there? No, actually I do fine this time. Trying to trick you guys there. I was hoping that you guys were thinking that yeah, I was about to get wrecked, but no, I actually do fine that time. Don't worry though. There's the reckoning, as I like to call it, is not over yet. Next node up here, this is the stun immune node, and this is also it's stun immune, has extra armor, and it also has strike back. So what I typically like to do is bring in Gwenpool and not use any specials, whether I'm running suicides or not. You know, I don't use any specials because I don't want to give him any power, and the extra bit of bleed helps to cut through that extra armor that he has. But I'm thinking, you know what, you know, I've got Vision alive and still a little bit healthy at least, so I'm going to be entering this fight with Vision. I looked at his profile, I don't see a Juggernaut, so I'm thinking, okay, who could possibly be here? I'm trying to see where else he is on the map. And he's in a couple of spots that I see, but no real telling spots, so I'm not sure who I'm actually going to be fighting here. I'm going to go back to his profile in just a second here, but he had a Labyrinth Ultron, and that's who, honestly, that's who I was expecting to fight here. It could have been the magic that he has there. It could have been Rhino. But I'm expecting to see that Labyrinth of Legends Ultron. I figure out of anybody that he has, that's probably, you know, the most difficult, I guess. Just because I can't stun him, and he does have that evasion. So that's what I was expecting to go in here and fight. That's the other reason I didn't immediately revive Gwenpool too, is I'm thinking, well, if he's immune to bleed, then yeah, I'm gonna probably want to do the fight with Vision anyway. But turns out he had a Juggernaut as well. So yeah, I'm in here with Juggernaut, in here fighting Juggernaut with a Vision, and just trying to keep his power under control. I really do like fighting Juggernauts, so this fight I'm thinking, alright, I have a chance here at least. And even if I don't kill him, let me see how much damage I can get done. This way, you know, I can just pop a revive into Gwenpool and finish things out. And I'm trying to power control him. And I would have, ideally, I should be hitting him with a special 2 here. But I'm actually going to make a little bit of a mistake. And he gets, I actually push him a little bit too far. Push my power meter a little too far, and I get the special 3 going. And this is not what I wanted. The special 2 will completely power drain him. The special 3 will not. Basically does nothing because of the strike back node. And then that special 1 there, it was a really long reach on that special 1. I guess when they changed Juggernaut's special 1 animation, I think at least it feels like it's a longer animation because I wasn't right up in his face. And in the past, as long as you had a little bit of distance from him, when he fired his SP1, if you just, you know, dodged back, then it wouldn't hit you. You know, you didn't even have to like time it perfectly or anything. It just didn't have the reach. But this time, you know, it had the reach. Just checking his profile a little bit. It's only a rank 3 Juggernaut, so yeah, this should not be too difficult. And I'm gonna pop another potion into Gwenpool here, and hopefully finish things out with relative ease. I wasn't sure if I should pop more than 1 potion, so I'm kind of hesitating on this screen. But I'm thinking, you know what? Let me just pop 1 potion because there's a good chance that he's going to get to a special 3, and that's going to do a lot of damage regardless. So yeah, let me just pop the 1 potion, see if I can finish things out here, and just baiting out his heavies, trying to you know, punish any kind of attacks, any openings that he gives me. Kind of missed one right there a little bit, but yeah, anyway. Bait out another heavy attack. I fire the special 1. I should not have done that. I don't know what I was thinking. Normally, like I said, normally I do not do that. But yeah, of course, I gave him a lot of power as a result of that, as a result of the strike back node. Trying to bait out a special 2. He just does not want to throw it, though. These dexterity buffs not helping me out. And, yep, 1 more dexterity dodge, and he's got a special 3. So I'm just trying to get in as much damage as possible. Luckily, he didn't pop the special right away, so I'm attacking into him. Now I can pop a special since he's already maxed out on power. And I'm just really hoping that he didn't pop this special, but of course he pops it. I am Gwenpool, of course, so I survived this. And I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I could finish out this fight if I could just bait out a couple more attacks here. And I do, luckily, finish out the fight thanks to you know, some of those bleeds that I had going on him and everything. So I do end up winning this fight. Barely. Just barely hanging on by a thread. But my path, it's not over, guys. It is not over. I kind of wait out for the next morning to see if, you know, if we're going to continue pushing in this war. And we're still ahead, and we're doing okay. Everyone else except for me pretty much is doing okay, so we continue to push on in this war. Somebody does come out and, you know, help me with the Thorns node, though. So yeah, appreciate that, JK, for taking those that Thorns node. This node, I'm expecting it to be, you know, a 4-star Magic or 4-star Hyperion, and I'm just gonna fight this out with Voodoo. I heal up a little bit during the fight anyway, so you know, I want to see how I can do with Voodoo here. And of course, a little bit of healing is actually pretty nice. It heals for quite a bit with the recovery node and everything like that. You can see my health bar moving on up. And I triggered, Magic had the limbo buff. Well, actually that's the end of that. I just got hit by a medium attack there. But Magic had the limbo buff, and it wasn't doing any damage, I guess because of Pacify. But that was the first time that I've personally seen that bug on my own account. I saw a video of someone else having that same thing happen where the limbo buff was on Magic, and you know, they weren't taking any damage. So yeah, I guess maybe just a little bit of a visual bug there. But yeah, anyway, didn't matter. Like I said, I got hit by that medium attack. So I pop another potion into Gwenpool here. And at this point, actually I pop a little level 2 potion as well to try to finish out this fight. And at this point, yeah, I've had to pop quite a few items. I've died a bunch, popped a lot of items. Things. I'm just hoping to get through this, man. I just want this war to be over at this point. Pacify helped me out that time. She did not trigger limbo, but then I kind of mess up and yeah, give her limbo that time. I should have attacked into her one more time there. I didn't realize that I stunned her, and Pacify would have worked again. And then, yeah, I mess up again and attack into her when she did not have limbo going. At this point, my life is so low, I'm like, alright, screw this. I'm just going to try to go all out and try to finish the fight. She, of course, pops her special 3, and I'm thinking, okay, I can survive this, but if I could dash in real quick before she could hit me, then maybe I could land the killing blow. So I try to dash in immediately after the special animation, but yeah, she dashes in, and she's just a little bit quicker than me since I have to kind of stand up from that previous special. So yeah, another death. Chalk up another death there, and yeah, all 3 of my guys are wiped out, meaning I have to revive again. So on top of all those potions I'm using, I have to pop another revive. Now, the level 2 Alliance team revives, fortunately, I do get these from Summer Advancement, so popping those things is really not that big of a deal. It's just the potions that, you know, that kind of add up. So, enter the fight one last time. This should be my final fight here, and just attack into her one time, and she drops. So, yeah, path is finally over. I don't even know what to say, man. I like these fights. They weren't particularly difficult. I've had more difficult Alliance War fights in you know, just the past few recent videos even. I mean, even Juggernaut there was only rank 3 when I've been fighting rank 4 Juggernauts. I fought all 4-star champions aside from that Juggernaut. This really should not have been that difficult of a war. It all started out with you know, that Nightcrawler there. I am gonna fight Dormammu here a little bit. I actually threw all 3 of my guys at him. I'm only gonna show you the final one here. Just a little bit of practice. We were kind of ahead in terms of exploration, and we wanted to get this boss kill just to secure the victory. So we knew that you know, we can afford a few extra deaths here. So we all kind of took turns practicing. And in total, I do about 50,000 damage against Dormammu. So that was pretty cool, at least. Maybe a little bit happy about this war. But yeah, that is going to do it for this war video, guys. Little land. We did end up beating you guys. But hopefully you guys can take some kind of happiness away from this war after seeing me absolutely get demolished and having to you know, spend so many items and everything. So yeah, good war to you guys. Maybe we'll meet up again one day. Who knows? But until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.